Corbi's house. A company that provides security to wealthy homes, need good advertising. And what better way to advertise themselves than by showing the super secure home of its owner? That must have been the reasoning of Corbi, founder of strategically armored and fortified environments. Put the first letters together and you get the word safe, which is what they are all about. And the result of this advertisement was incredible. A few years ago, the residence became viral on the media for a very good reason. The residents of this building don't need keys thanks to the built-in biometric identification system, but it doesn't use fingerprints because this identification method is not effective enough. Despite the fact that the house is located in the Hollywood Hills, an earthquake-prone zone, the owners are not afraid of earthquakes, either. The structure is supported on reinforced concrete foundations that go down 9 meters deep into the ground. And even though the dwelling has an area of 232 square meters, the owners can sleep without worrying about their safety on the inside. The house is a real doomsday shelter. To get inside it, you need to overcome a 300-kilogram door. It's made of ballistic steel and can withstand even a bomb blast. The walls are bulletproof. The windows have impact-resistant glass and glass break detectors. There are also two interesting systems. One sprays a fog screen to disorient intruders and the other purpose spray. 16. Security cameras are installed throughout the house. The moment a stranger sets foot on the property, all the doors and windows automatically closed. The exterior lights then turn on and alarm sounds, and the surveillance cameras focus on the intruder. And even if they manage to get inside, somehow, it's unlikely that they'll be able to get out of the house. It's no coincidence that the owners themselves call their home a panic room on steroids. Residence 950. The next house we'll tell you about could very well belong to Batman because of its high level of security. Nevertheless, it's not located in Gotham City, but in San Francisco, just a few streets away from the city's landmark, the crooked Lombard Street. The residence is 880 square meters, so it takes up one entire city block. We could talk for hours about how luxurious this house is, too, so we'd rather focus on its security system. There are 9 video surveillance cameras throughout the property. There's a biometric reader at the entrance to prevent unauthorized entry, too. There's a special room properly equipped in case of a chemical attack. All windows were equipped with bulletproof shutters as well as special mechanisms that will not allow the attacker to escape if they broke into the house. Amazingly, even the internet is secured. It's protected by a firewall like the ones used by large, serious corporations. The estimated cost of the property is about $45 million. By the way, if you think that nobody needs all of this, you are mistaken. People who buy luxury real estate are very interested in this level of security. House in Puget Sound. You've probably seen a lot of houses made entirely of glass. And of course, you've wondered how the level of security is and privacy in them in this tiny house located on an island in Puget Sound, Washington. The architect's solution to this problem was very interesting. The house has only 4 exterior walls, 3 of which are fully glazed and offer a gorgeous view of the water. At the same time, if necessary, they can be easily covered by special shutters. In seconds, the interior covers an area of only 46 square meters. The project was designed by the American company Olson Kundik Architects. ADT Corporation. But in fact, absolutely any house or apartment can have a high level of security. All you need to do is save a lot of money and contact a special company, for example, the ADT Corporation in the US. They offer a lot of advanced technologies that can protect your family and your property from intruders, and you can buy all of them if you want one of them. For example, works like this. All the locks on the doors and windows, as well as the exterior lighting and the outdoor motion detectors, are connected to a single system. Before going to bed, you have to press a single button on your phone. The doors and windows lock automatically while the lights and sensors turn on automatically, and that's it. Now you can go to sleep without having to worry. If someone enters the territory of the house, they'll not get into the house and you'll receive a notification on your smartphone. The cameras installed in the house can be used not only against intruders, but also to communicate with other people in the house, and keeping an eye on small children becomes much easier with this system. Brinks Home Security. And here is another company that also installs security systems in homes. It also offers a smart lighting control system. The system not only helps you save electricity, but it can also discourage intruders from trying to break into your home. For example, if you go on vacation, the lights work in a special mode. The lamps in the rooms turn on independently at different times, so from the outside, it seems that someone's still in the house. A camera installed outside will send a notification to your smartphone every time someone approaches the door or the walls. Another interesting security feature is the touch sensors installed on the windows. It literally takes just a few minutes to attach them. Once activated, the sensors send a notification to your smartphone every time a window is opened. You can also control the door lock with a mobile app. Also, there are locks for special door code. For example, you can make your own code for a household worker and set a time period during which it will work every day. Thus, they'll be able to enter the house on their own exclusively during their working hours. Konieczny's Ark. The house you see on your screen belongs to Robert Konieczny, a Polish architect and founder of the architecture office, KWK Proms. In 2017, he won in the Design Awards contest organized by Wallpaper magazine. He won the prize for Best New Residential Home. Why, we'll tell you in a moment. Initially, the project looked very different. It took the architect 2 whole years to create it. However, before construction began, it turned out that the chosen site was at risk of landslides to minimize potential damage. In the event of a landslide, it was necessary to build the house with as few points of contact with the ground as possible. The final design of the house was created in the end. In 3 days. The living quarters are located on the 2nd floor, away from the ground to protect the house from unwanted creatures such as snakes and insects. The architect tilted the building so that only one corner of it is in contact with the slope. Instead of a single foundation, the house has 3 thin foundation walls. This made it similar to a bridge. Thus, in the event of a landslide, it allows the earth to slide under the house without hitting it or destroying it. These foundations are covered by additional walls, and the internal systems of the house are hidden behind them. Safe house. The last house we'll talk about today is also the brainchild of Robert Konieczny, and it's no coincidence that it's known as Safe House. The building is in fact a very strong concrete force. Its main feature is the moving bottom walls, which shift their position, changing the appearance of the adjacent territory. The architect uses the term safeguard to describe it. It's a zone that's surrounded by moving thick concrete walls so it can move from the house to the yard and back. Additional security is provided by the windows, which can be covered by concrete shutters if necessary. In its fully closed, protected state, the house is an impregnable queue, and it will be impossible to get into it even if you really wanted to.